Who is that? You are not losing it. But you have much to lose if you do not change. Oh, here we go again. No more wine. No more coffee for me. I must be too old for these things now. It is not wine, nor is it coffee. You have the spirits of bitterness and resentments dwelling inside you.
Hello, honey. I've been trying to reach you for the past 48 hours. It has been crazy, but the Lord is working it all out. You haven't picked up your phone. Did get any of my messages?
Hello, Eugene. I know you have been trying to reach me and I want to apologize for not getting back to you. Young man, I am fine. I don't need any help, but thank you.
Well, sure you do.
No, I am quite okay.
I can help you relive your glory days, madam. There is nothing I love more than a silver fox, beautiful and wise.
Little boy, please go about your day, and go find your mommy and daddy. I guess your parents never taught you not to talk to strangers.
I am anything but little.
So how is your daughter? Emmy is her name, correct?
Hey, yes, that's her name. You remembered.
And her friend Gina.
Yes, her bestie.
I had a girl named Gina before.
Had a girl. What? Huh. I didn't think you had any children.
Oh, I meant knew a girl. I knew a girl named Gina. Silly me.
I see.
Wow, you look just like me. Oh, so sorry, I thought you were my niece. You guys look so much alike. And, me and her look just alike too. Oh, okay. You're very pretty. Well, thank you, ma'am. We have choices. And I won't make excuses for myself.
You're correct, Patsy. Excuses get you nowhere at all, but into more hot water.
And forgiveness is for yourself. It heals you. It is not to pacify the other person's wrongdoings or in some way dismiss bad actions. Nope, it is for your own healing.
But the ones who raised me were okay and I'm grateful to God for them.
Ones who raised you? What do you mean by that? Didn't your parents raise you?
Well, the ones who raised me are the only parents that I knew.
Only parents you knew? Who else was there for you to know?
I'll never know that. I am adopted.
Hello, lover. Long time don't see.
What? Who? Why?
Oh, the cat's got your tongue, huh?
Madelynn? Is it really you?
In the flesh?
Well, you look good. Looks like life has been decent to you.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it is about to get real decent.
Meaning?
Meaning that, Eugene, I want something from you.
Something like what? What would you want from me? You and I are done.
How dare he talk to me like that? A homie. Just who does he think that he is? Well, if everyone knows, then I can still play at that game too. But is money what I really want? I have nothing, no friends, no family, nothing in this world. What would more money do for me? It didn't help me before. Deep down inside I would love if I had a daughter, but what would she even think of someone who abandoned her in the first place? I wish I had a child. A family, a dog, a pig, a cockroach, anything. This life has dealt me a sorry bunch of cards. I never win. I may as well just leave town with the little I have left, go back to my country at the small modest house that I have, then die. Who would even care? Who would even notice? I'll just catch a taxi back to the hotel, pack my rags and get out of here. There is nothing left for me to do here. Let me just hail a taxi. Good, there is one. Okay, he sees me. Wait, slow down. I'm coming.
N.P. Beckford.
Yes, Dr. O'Brien.
Are you attending to a patient?
No, not at the moment. Why, is there something wrong?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Sorry, not with you, N.P. Beckford, but with this situation.
Situation?
Yes, I can really use your assistance right now.
Okay, sure, no problem. Lead the way.
I really appreciate you. I am beyond baffled at this situation.
What exactly is going on?
The patient in ICU room 012 is on her 4th blood transfusion in the last 3 hours.
4th? Oh wow, what happened?
Internal bleeding due to car wreck.
She couldn't have possibly needed that much blood. If she did, she probably would have been dead.
My point exactly. She only lost about a pint.
Then why is she on the 4th blood transfusion?
The blood is not taking.
Not taken? I don't understand, doctor. Do you mean reaction? Wasn't she typed and cross-matched? I mean, not to sound condescending.
Absolutely she was. Of course, that's protocol. Nobody wants to risk their license due to not following protocol, and basic protocol at that. She was typed and cross-match.
Well, what happens when she receives the blood? Signs of allergic reaction, shock, like fever, rapid heartbeat.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, and P. Beckford, none of that. So nope.
Then how do you know, or what do you mean by the blood is not taking?
When we do her camp and CBC labs, they keep coming back the same. No improvement at all. So her body is receiving the blood, no shock or anything like that, but the blood is not doing what it needs to be doing.
Okay, gotcha. Very strange. I've never heard of it before. So what is going to be done about it? And aren't all those transfusions going to cause fluid overload?
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, nope, due to the strange phenomena of the blood not only not taking, but it's not increasing the volume either. So although she is not bleeding anymore, she still has way less blood than she should. And as for a solution, this is where you come in.
Okay, how?
I need her intensely monitored. I mean, vitals assessed every 15 minutes, look for signs and symptoms of shock or anything else that you know to be abnormal. The patient is stable, but still critical condition. She shows no signs of continuous bleeding, however her levels need to be brought up as soon as possible. She's not in a coma, but is semi-comatose. She will respond to some stimuli. Every so often. I need you to document and observe everything. In the meanwhile, hematology is performing a special analysis on her blood type. We may be able to get some answers within the next few hours.
Okay, understood, Dr. O'Brien.
I knew I could trust you. I knew who could handle this. Hey there, good looking.
Hi, beautiful. Aha. You beat me here.
Yes, I did.
Patricia, you look absolutely stunning.
Well, thank you. And babe,
What, honey?
you still got it.
Thank you, honey. Thank you for encouraging an old hound like me.
Yeah, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks, so you better be on your best behavior tonight.
Yes, ma'am. I am reformed and refined. Let's take our seats. I am so glad we have chosen to spend this weekend together,
Me too.
because it has been a week.
It has, especially with that Jezebel storming your office like she did.
I mean, really. Who just decides to show up after light years have passed? Something has to be deeply wrong with that woman. Deeply, deeply wrong. She actually looked good when I saw her.
Oh, did she, Eugene?
No, Patsy, nothing like that. I mean, she didn't look beat up or haggard. She looked almost the same. I instantly recognized her when she came in. I didn't have to look twice. Aw, come on, Patsy. Don't be like that.
I am not being like anything.
It was just strange, you know, her showing up, then trying to give me some type of ultimatum. She really had guts. And although she appeared well, the pain and bitterness in her eyes told a different story. Who will ever know? I don't expect to see her ever again, as I put her right in her place.
Yes, who will ever know? And truthfully, my heart has been so circumcised that I would not have even cared if she had come to try and have a genuine relationship with her daughter.
Yes, but it was nothing of the sort. And honestly, we all need to complete our family counseling before we all experience more disturbances. Enough is enough.
I guess you're right. The drama is enough at this point.
Yes, it is. Enough for a Lifetime movie.
Enough, we are a Lifetime movie.
I think I would like a glass of red wine.
Well, yes, in moderation it is good for the heart.
Moderation. I have never been a big drinker. Just a glass of wine with fine cuisine is all I can appreciate.
I know. But I am done with it for now. Perhaps old age.
The only thing that is old about you is your age. You don't need a glass of wine. You are the finest wine.
Thanks. I'm ready to order. No thank you, waiter. I'll take a glass of fresh cranberry juice instead. How is she doing?
The same.
Okay, at least no deteriorating, but that will probably only be a matter of time.
Unfortunately.
The reason why I called you in here, because I have called a meeting with the chief medical staff. This case is not ordinary, and we are not sure if we will be able to find a solution.
Any updates from the lab?
Yes, and P. Bradford. That's what we are here to discuss. The patient has one of the rarest blood types in the world.
Oh, does she?
She has a B blood.
Yes, I saw it labeled on the transfusion bag. That's rare, but it should be still available.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, nope. Not only is the patient's blood a B, but it is Rh null. She has no antigens in her red blood cells.
You mean she has golden blood?
Precisely.
And so even though she is receiving transfusion after transfusion, her own blood is killing the new red blood cells.
Absolutely. Smart cookie you are. That's why I love you and wanted you a part of this brainstorming. You really should have been a doctor in my opinion, but I'll take whatever you give me.
Thank you. Good nurses are needed too, though.
They are. Now, according to the CDC and World Health Organization, there are only 17 recorded living people with this blood available on Earth. 2 here in the United States, 3 in Asia, 7 in Australia among the Aboriginal people, 3 in Africa, and 2 in Europe. They may be more that exist, but this is all the record we have.
So what do we do?
First, we will look domestically to see if a possible donation could be made. And remember, just because they donate does not mean that the blood is usable.
Yes, with certain medications, blood-borne pathogens and all that. This is bad. And sad.
But there is one thing that is good. She doesn't need but 1 transfusion. And sometimes with these cases, the person has been known to stabilize.
Well, yes, she is receiving fluids and nutrition via IV, so her body is replenishing its own fluids. She still shows no signs of blood loss, so this is good.
It is good, but if things don't even out soon, it could go south.
That is what we don't want. God forbid.
Everyone, shall we get started?
I'll take my seat.
What a pleasant surprise.
Kofi. Hi. What are you doing here at this time?
Well, I am about to come on shift. I just came to get me some fresh fruits and veggies to hold me down tonight. I didn't have time to pack my lunch. I was on call.
Oh, okay, I'm grabbing some healthy snacks as well. I'm doing a double.
A double? I thought a beautiful thing like you would need your beauty sleep.
Oh, trust me, I do. This isn't by choice, but I was asked.
Well, you could have said no.
Well, then I would not have gotten to see your smiling face.
Oh, I am blushing again.
But on the real, there is a really rare case that's going on in ICU.
Yeah, I heard. I got invited to a secure virtual meeting about it. The patient with the
golden blood?
Yep.
Well, let's continue this conversation when we get to the 3rd floor. I don't want to commit any privacy violations. Plus, when you get to work, she'll officially be on your caseload. So we will discuss.
Sounds smart. Sounds wise. See you in a bit.
Oh, my head. My head hurts so bad.
Oh my, you're awake. Easy there. Let me assist you to lay down.
Okay, thank you. Where am I?
You're in the hospital, ma'am. You were involved in a car accident.
Car accident? I can't remember the last time I have driven. I don't own a car.
Unfortunately, ma'am, you were hit by a car. You've been here for some days now. You were in and out of consciousness. This is the most alert you've been in days. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Outside of the pain in your head, do you feel pain in any other part of your body?
Yes.
Where?
My right leg and right shoulder.
Okay.
My left wrist hurts too.
Okay, I will update your chart, notify the MD, and we will get you something for the pain. But first, on a scale of 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, how do you rate your pain?
About a 5 or 6.
Okay, does anything make the pain worse or better?
Movement makes it worse. I tried to get out of bed when nobody was here. I was in pain.
Oh, please no. Let me get your sitter. She went to the restroom. You had someone in the room with you, because of your consciousness state. However, if your neurals check out, you will be able to stay in your room alone, and can push the call light anytime you need assistance. Please, ma'am, we are here to assist you. We want your recovery and your pleasant hospital experience. Okay, please tell me your full name. Madelynn. Madelynn?
Excuse me, it's Madelynn Sobers.
Okay, and your date of birth?
June 17th, 1985.
Okay, good. How old are you?
I am 39 years old.
Good. What month are we in?
It was May when I came here. You said I have been in here for a few days, so it should still be May.
You are correct.
When will I leave this place? I want to go back home.
Well, Miss Sobers, you lost some blood in the accident. You have received 7 blood transfusions to date.
7?
Yes, 7.
Am I going to die?
We are trying to prevent that. The blood transfusions that you were given did not help, due to you having a rare blood type.
Rare blood type? How? Why?
These things are just genetic. There is nothing wrong with your blood, this is how it naturally occurs, but the dilemma is that your blood is very rare, and only 17 people on record have it in the world.
You mean the city, right?
No, I mean on Earth. You had lost blood during the accident, but the bleeding has stopped, thank God.
God indeed.
Excuse me?
Go ahead.
As I was saying, you have stopped bleeding, but the results of the blood loss has not been corrected. That is the problem we face. You have been stable, and now that you are fully conscious, that is a plus, but you need to be equalized to be
discharged?
Able to survive.
Maybe it is better this way. Maybe it is better that your God takes me out of this earth. I never had a good life.
Oh no, Miss Sobers. Why would you say something like that? Your life is worth living.
Oh, you think? I have nothing or nobody.
That was another question I was to ask you. Relatives. Miss Sobers, I know this is difficult and stressful, but if you have any local or living relatives, it would be of great assistance to know at this time.
I have a daughter.
Okay, that's great. Is she older than 12?
She's 15 years old.
Do you know if you and her have the same blood type? I mean, at least the AB part. You may not know the rest of the information, and I completely understand that. This is not common knowledge to most. Don't feel bad if you don't.
I don't know what her blood type is. I don't know anything about her.
Don't know anything about her? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
Alive and well she is. And so beautiful.
Well, that's awesome. Can you get a hold of her? And is she in the country?
Yes, she is in the country, but I am not sure if I can get a hold of her.
Not sure? Why?
I know where she is, but I was never a mom to her. I didn't raise her.
Unfortunately, Miss Sobers, this is truly a matter of life and death. We cannot continue to give you blood from the blood bank's supply. Your body and blood just destroys the red blood cells. It's a form of hemolytic anemia.
Hemo what?
It is when red blood cells are destroyed. It results in lack of iron, lack of oxygenated cells. It can be really problematic. That is why we are fighting for your cause. You're beautiful, young, and probably were relatively healthy before this accident. You need to survive. There is no need for you to die. Plus, I can discern that you have purpose. You need to live. There is a plan for your life.
Well, I don't see it.
Please, I beg you in the name of God. Let me assist you in finding your daughter. She may be the missing key.
Okay, I know how to find her.
I am all ears.
Do you know the law firm Beckford and Beckford?
Of course. I do. Did they handle an adoption case or paternity case for you?
No.
Okay then. What about the firm? Eugene Beckford is my dad. I am sorry, my tag was turned around. I am Carrie Ann Beckford NP.
And Eugene Beckford is the father of my daughter, Gina.
So it's you.
This is beautiful, Eugene. You decorated the room like you used to, just like old times.
Anything for you, my love. I am trying my best to be the man that I was always supposed to be to you.
And only me. I'm just joking.
You got me a little scared there. Take it easy on me now. I am an old man.
Oh please. Eugene, the only thing that is old about you is your gray hair. It's been gray since you were in your late 30s. Other than that, not a wrinkle, nor a bit of muscle tone loss.
Oh wow, babe. Thank you. So not any muscle tone loss, you say? Well, let me show you what I can do because I ate my spinach today.
Now you better take it easy. We don't want a trip to the ER, do we?
Well, not really.
Not really.
Okay, my love. No, I don't. I just want a nice, cozy, and loving night with you.
Me too.
Oh, who is that annoying me at this time of the evening? Wait, that's a family ringtone. Oh, now they are texting. Let me just check. I just can't tonight.
What, Eugene? What's going on?
Here, look and see for yourself. I don't have any words right now.
Eugene, I know we want this chapter of our lives to end, but we know the right thing to do, don't we?
Yeah, we should just jump in bed and forget all about that text.
No, pull out of the Range Rover, we will need extra seats tonight.
I guess I will be in the hospital tonight after all. Paying me a visit so soon.
Oh no, I have things to discuss.
Yes, about the patient with the golden blood.
Kofi, you are not going to believe this.
What happened? Is she okay?
So I went to do my assessment, then I questioned her about close relatives that could possibly assist in this dire situation.
Please don't tell me she doesn't have any living relatives.
No, it is worse.
Worse.
When I had asked, she was apprehensive at first. Then she managed to tell me she had a daughter. A 15-year-old daughter.
Well, that's great, isn't it? Especially if she's nearby.
Oh, she is nearby, all right. She has been right underneath my nose.
Underneath your nose? I don't understand.
She told me that she did not raise the child.
Okay, still may not be an issue if the guardians and child are willing to assist in the matter.
I believe that may be willing to assist, but unsure at the moment, but they are on the way to the hospital right now as we speak.
Okay, I am still a little confused.
When I asked her how could I get a hold of the child, she asked me if I knew of the law firm Beckford and Beckford.
Okay, your dad and great-uncle's firm.
Correct. I thought perhaps they had worked on an adoption case for her or something.
Okay, then what?
She told me to contact Eugene Beckford of the firm, as he was the father of her daughter.
Oh wow. So this is her.
It is she. Zoe, is that you? I don't have my glasses on. What are you doing in here so late? I thought you were sleeping. Were you up helping Mommy? Did Mommy tell you to come in here and get me? Well, is everything okay? Go tell Mommy I'm coming.
Look how bright it is outside. Another full moon. All the wackos must be out. And I am telling you, Patsy, that this is a complete waste of time.
How so? We are supposed to be children of God, correct? Let's just see if we can be of any assistance to this woman. If not, we have done our best and our hands are clean.
We are not God. We can't solve her problems.
No, we are not, but outside of the Father, people are our best resources. The Almighty put people here to help people. We all need each other.
Patsy, never go back to France. You're done with Paris.
Eugene, but why?
Because whatever happened to you there made you the best woman that I know. You are a better person than me. And you're correct, babe. We should act according to our faith. Be the better people.
Now you're talking.
But I still think this may be a whole waste of time.
Oh, we're back on this so soon, Eugene.
Well, yeah, because I know for sure that Gina won't be able to assist Madelynn.
Why? How do you know that?
Because Gina and I have the same blood type O negative.
Oh, so Gina is an O as well.
They said Madelynn is golden blood.
Oh wow. That's not so good. It's rare and in super limited quantities.
And you know this because?
Really, Eugene? You can't be serious. You forgot that I am a businesswoman.
Yeah, who runs spas in the Caribbean.
And who has a degree in biology and also a trained skincare specialist. I know about the body and blood as well.
Well, excuse me.
And I know enough that both you and Gina have O blood and negative at that. You are the universal donor. You can give blood to anyone. And you can't have a problem giving her blood. You have already given her your seed. You had no problem with that.
Okay, you got it, Patsy. You've got it. I know this may be hard for you, and that you may need a moment. I can attend to the patient right now, and when your family comes in, send them directly to the lab.
Kofi, you are a gem, but I am actually okay. The biggest shock was the first shock of knowing that Gina wasn't my niece, but my little sister. I'm good.
Are you sure? Because I am here for you.
I am sure. Plus, I think we make a good team. Send the requisition to the lab. I will talk to my people as soon as they arrive.
Sounds great. I'm glad you're not too upset. I want you in good spirit for the next few days.
Next few days?
Yes, remember I told you that my little brother is in town. Remember the cook-off?
Oh, the little brother who looks nothing like you, but you are supposedly more handsome than.
Yes, laugh, smile. I want to see that you're okay, and yep, that's him. We're feuding. Pescatarian versus vegetarian. And I want you to be one of the taste testers.
You want to introduce me to your buddies in fame so quickly?
Yep, because you're special like that. I'll see you in a bit. Let me start my rounds and check up on this patient. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Kofi Boateng, but please just call me Dr. Kofi. It's my pleasure to meet you.
Okay, Dr. Kofi.
Can you give me your date of birth?
June 17th, 1985.
Okay, great. How do you feel, Miss Sobers?
Not the best.
I understand. We have good news?
You do?
Yes, your biological daughter is on the way here. She has agreed with the consent of her parents to see if she is able to assist you.
I don't deserve her help. I haven't been there for her.
There, Miss Sobers. Well, obviously she has a heart of gold, and that does not matter to her. We will update you as soon as we can. Is there anything I can do for you at the moment?
No, thank you, Doctor.
Mom, how are you?
Hi, sweetie. Believe it or not, it is well with my soul. How are you?
Honestly, Mom, the drama is too much. Not only are we going to need therapy, but therapy, an all-expense-paid vacation for at least 2 weeks, and I would like a new car.
God will work it all out. Trust me, He will. I can feel it. I am truly unbothered.
I am glad you are. Where is Gina? Where is Dad?
Oh, they are down at the 24-hour cafe. They both donated blood, so they needed more than the little 4-ounce juice and 2 small packs of crackers that they gave them. They ordered 2 meals, 2 milkshakes, and I am just waiting for them to come up with my hot tea.
Okay, it's been a while.
Yes, it has. I hope the results come out soon. I hope someone is able to assist her. I would also like to see her and pray for her if she would allow.
Mom, I don't know how you do it. You're such a decent person. I'll ask the patient if she is willing to see you. Visiting hours are technically over, and she is in ICU, but I think I can get this approved.
Okay, hun. I'll wait until you tell me otherwise.
Okay, Mom. I'll see you in a second. My pager is going off.
Unfortunately, neither of your relatives will be able to assist Miss Sobers. Yes, they are both universal donors.
But I know it is far more complicated than that. I could only imagine.
Yes, their blood still is not compatible with some of the rare antigens she has in her blood. At this point, she really just needs a golden blood donor.
Are we going to break the news to her?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, not yet. She's still stable, not declining. We are still waiting to hear back from the 2 or 3 donors in the United States, and still surveying the blood banks.
I hope a miracle happens for her.
She just may need one. Ah, hello. Are you Madelynn?
Yes, I am. And you are?
Patricia.
Are you a nurse, Patricia?
Patricia Beckford, wife of attorney Eugene Beckford.
I know you must think I am a horrible person, a horrible, terrible person, and have finally came to see my demise.
Oh no, not at all. I came to see how you were doing. I wanted to talk with you and perhaps pray with you.
Talk with me. Pray with me. I don't buy it. But why? Look at all the trouble I have caused you.
No, ma'am, we won't go there. It takes 2 to tango. I won't put the blame solely on you. You and I were not married. Eugene and I were. But I am not here for that. I just want to pray with you.
Well, I am not sure if God will ever do anything for me. It doesn't seem like He ever did. My life has been sorrow after sorrows, and before I accept your prayers, I would like you to listen to my story, and perhaps you may understand why I am who I am.
Go ahead, please. I am listening and I will not judge you.
You all know me as Madelynn Sobers, also known as Maddie to some. However, I was born Mashalyn Soba. And I was born on a small island off the coast of Australia. It was a fisherman's paradise, and was almost a paradise for me until the age of 14. At age 14, while running an errand for my mother, I was lured inside the home of a local fisherman by the fisherman himself and raped. I had never known any man until the day. I told my mom immediately, who dismissed me as a liar who was making the whole entire story up to avoid being married to a young man that I was betrothed to. She accused me of frolicking with my many lovers and said I was full of excuses and lies. I was only 14. I felt betrayed and broken-hearted. It was some months later that I started to have weird symptoms. My cycle had stopped. The constant vomiting every morning and increase in appetite sent red flags to my mother, who learned that I was pregnant. Mind you, she had never taken me to the village doctor after I was raped. She didn't even care then, but when she found out that I was pregnant, she took me to an herbalist and a medicine man to rid me of the pregnancy. I refused. She beat me mercilessly until I started to bleed, and I ran away. I never saw my family from that day.
I am so sorry about this. You didn't deserve that.
I was homeless and roamed the village, hungry, sick and destitute. I stole fruit from people's trees. I snatched vegetables from unknown gardens. I even ate from trash bins at times, because I was so hungry. On an extremely hot day, I became so thirsty that I begged for water and money to buy something to quench my thirst. A kind shop owner, who lived on a nearby island, had mercy on me that day, as all my begging was for naught. I became so dehydrated that I passed out. It was the old woman and her husband who found me. They put me in their boat and sailed back to their home, and their care nursed me back to life. They became like pseudo-grandparents. 4 months later, the baby came. I gave birth to a little boy. He was healthy and beautiful and strong. He looked just like me and even had the same heart-shaped birthmark on his torso that I have. I named him Bila. He was my joy. Bila means river. I named him that because when I woke up in my grandparents' boat, we were crossing the river into a new place. The river gave me hope. About 2 months after Bila was born, for a few hours a week, I would help sew baskets at one of my granny's friend's shop that was very close by. It helped me earn money for myself as I now had a baby to take care of. And I learned a new skill that I loved. It was on that fateful day that a fire broke out in the village. I returned home to find the only home that I had known of recent burned down to the ground. Only the remains of my grandparents were found. There were no traces of my baby boy. It was made known that other infants and toddlers in the village were missing as well, which made us know that the fires were not accidental, but deliberately to stage a mastermind kidnapping.
You have been through so much.
Holding on to the last piece of hope I had, I continued to work the shop of my grandparents as they had no living children or grandchildren of their own. I inherited all that they had. I slept in a makeshift tent on their land, until I saved up enough profit to rebuild a small house on the property. I made an humble, honest living and actually finished the last year of courses that I previously could not complete when misfortune hit my life. I lived there as a loner until I was 19 years old. A day when I was at the shop, that a heap of tourists were on the island. I met a nice middle-aged lady from the United States, who gave me information about a college exchange program. I thought about it, and decided to take her up on her offer. Although I made honest living, I had no good memories on the island. The trauma of my past haunted me every day. I wanted a change. I put in an application. My grades were excellent and accepted, and the process went quick and smooth. Before the time that I was set to leave, I sold everything in the shop, not added any more goods. And when all was sold, locked it up, packed my things and said goodbye to the place I had known as home for the last almost 5 years, and was off to the United States. Assimilation was hard, but I tried my best. I faked an American accent, practiced my English every day until I had a great command over the language, studied hard, and got a few lousy part-time jobs in retail in my spare time. I wanted something different, and since I was majoring in international business relations, when the opportunity came up to work as a paid intern at a prestigious law firm, I took it. And this is how I met
Eugene.
Yes. And you know how that story goes and ended. But unfortunately my bad stories did not end, and karma taught me the lesson of a lifetime. Oh. Now after I had ran off and abandoned Gina, I went back to Australia, but this time not to the islands, but to Sydney. After all, I was a modern babe now, not a village tycoon. I purchased a small house. Used my experience living in the United States to land me a halfway decent job, while operating a small business of leather handbags. I was doing okay. 2 years later, I fell in love. I was about 26 then. It was a whirlwind romance, and by 27 we were married. We never had any children together, not because I did not get pregnant, but because he would beat them out of me. Miscarriage after miscarriage, year after year. He was abusive, physically, mentally and emotionally. He was a cheat, a liar and a con artist, who conned me out of half of my business and its profits. He left me bankrupted. At age 39 I am starting from scratch. This was why I made that desperate attempt and showed up at your husband's office.
I am sorry to hear all of this.
And do you still want to pray for me? Do you still think I am worth it?
Absolutely I do. And I will do so now. Yahweh, you are a covenant-keeping God, and we come before you first asking us for your forgiveness and your mercy.
Wow. What did I just hear? She's an original person from the Australian islands. And she has golden blood. No, it can't be. Perhaps just a coincidence. Wait, but I don't believe in coincidences. Hey you.
Hey. You won't believe what I just heard.
No, you're not going to believe what I just heard either. I was standing outside of the patient's room when your mom went inside there. I didn't know what would have transpired, so I decided to keep an eye out. That poor woman has been through so much.
Trust me, I just finished wiping my eyes. I told my mom to keep me on speakerphone. She didn't want to, but I was of your same sentiments. Who knows what would have went down. Poor Miss Sobers has really been through a lot.
You mean Miss Soba?
Right.
Her story has me baffled. Remember how I told you that I was adopted?
Yes, but she can't be your mom. You're 3 years older than me, which would make you 34, she's only 39. She can't be your mom, perhaps big sis though.
No, not me, Carrie-Ann. My brother. Remember my brother who arrived in state a few days ago? His biological mom was Aboriginal. It was a big scandal some years ago with the adoption agency. My parents had told me that some of the children were not given up for adoption, but stolen to keep up the census for available children. This was a for-profit agency. However, my parents did not know that. They had to go to court some 10 years ago to swear that they were unaware of the circumstances surrounding the adoption. Many went to jail behind that scandal. Innocent people even lost their lives. My parents were good people. World travelers. They adopted me from Ghana, my brother from Australia, and my sister from Russia. We're a happy family.
I am sure you are, but I am not sure where you are going.
Oh, sorry, let me get back on track. My brother, who is 24 years old, whose biological parents are Aboriginals.
Yeah, and?
He had a heart-shaped birthmark on his torso, and has a BRH null blood.
Oh my goodness, so you were saying that Madelynn could be your brother's real mother. And yes, per her story, her baby was kidnapped. She never gave her baby away.
Yes, and can possibly save her life.
But there is only one way to find out.
I'll hit him up and tell him what's going on. He's a sensible guy. He will be willing to help, explore, assist. I know my little bro. Thank you for being so mature and brave, princess. I know it is a lot for you.
It's okay, Grandpa Dad. It's okay. Will I get to meet her?
You mean you want to?
Yeah, I do. She will never take the place of my mommy, but with all the drama that this family has been through, meeting her would be a small thing. Plus, what if she doesn't get better? What if this is my only chance? I am sorry that our blood could not help her though.
Me too, princess. Me too. And my dear, you are wise beyond your years. May God reward you for it.
Hey Eugene.
Yes, hon. What's the matter?
Boy, do I have a story for you. That poor woman and all that she has been through. May God's mercy sustain her.
I am all ears. Gina just went to the restroom.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm here to pick the infusion order for Miss Soba. Well, Miss Sober's on record.
That's my job to get her vitamins.
I know, but I was so excited I had to do it myself. I am beyond elated.
You mean your brother's blood worked?
Yep, you know the infusion nurses, the two sisters. They were just giddy and happy walking in the hallway. I asked them why were they so happy. They reported that they had ran the golden blood transfusion 4 hours ago, and drew labs. And Miss Sober's levels have gone up. No reactions at all and perfectly stable.
God is amazing.
He is. Yes, and not only did it work, I also put in an order for a DNA test. You're not going to believe this.
You don't say.
Yes, the percentage that she is his biological mother is 99.99%. She is his birth mom.
Oh wait. How does he feel about that?
He is happy. He feels like a part of a puzzle has been put back into his life. He is grateful. I told you that my brother is a cool cat.
I can't wait to meet him this weekend.
How about now? Bro, are you ready? You're like the bravest dude I know.
No, that would be you. And yep, I ready as ready can be. Does she know?
I tried my best to explain to her. She is really overwhelmed. She doesn't know you are here though. Let me take you to the woman who birthed you. Miss Soba, how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great that someone was kind enough to donate this blood to me. I am grateful that I have another chance at life.
That's good to hear. Let me assist you to your wheelchair if you may. There are two people who want to see you.
Oh my, it's you. And you're right. We do look so much alike. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance again, Mother.
Mother. Did you just call me Mother? I am not worthy.
But you are. God says you are. My grandma told me your story. And I don't blame you for anything. I know you did not raise me and I technically already have parents, but we can still have a relationship. If that is okay with you.
Oh, thank you. I know I don't deserve it, but thank you.
Please don't cry. There is someone else who wants to see you.
Who may I ask?
They said he's my brother. I just met him today. I don't know much about him, but we do look alike though.
You just met him today. I am so confused. And you look alike?
Don't be. I will get him. He's right outside.
Hello, ma'am. My pleasure to finally meet you. It has been my lifelong dream.
Pleasure to meet me. Lifelong dream? How? Why? Young man, I think you may have the wrong patient's room.
I open my shirt and show her the heart-shaped birthmark on my torso.
Bila. My sweet baby Bila. Is it really you?
Yes, Mother. It is I am your river. Your overflowing river of love.
Now I know that there is a God.
Yes, there is Mother. And he loves you, and so do we.
I don't deserve your love. I can see if Bila loves me. He was stolen from me. I was devastated. But Eugenia, I can't comprehend your love. I abandoned you.
But perhaps all of this had to come full circle for you to understand the love God has for you. And none of us are deserving. Mom, your latter days will be greater. I promise you. Stick with God, trust Him. And
And then what?
Then stick with me, as I never want to lose you again.
Don't forget me now. I want a hug too.
I owe you 15 years worth. God, thank you. Thank you for letting Patricia pray for me. Thank you for using her and her entire family to complete a part of my story. I ask once again for you to forgive me and give me a new life in you. For who you are and what you have done, I will also never want to lose you.